Well, welcome everyone. Awesome day, exciting day here at the VMAC. Byron Murphy Day. It's an exciting deal, first round draft choice. So everybody in the room for the last 7 months have been very excited about this day. The opportunity the other night to be able to select Byron with the 16th pick. It was quite stressful, I gotta tell you, brother. But I can't tell you, how excited everybody is to have you here. So on behalf of Jody Allen, our family here in the building at the VMAC, and all its fellows, we wanted to welcome you. And Mike, you can add a couple.
Yeah, we're just really excited to have you, man. And like John said, it was an exciting night on Thursday. I told some folks it was kind of like a game of Planko on Price is Right, just trying to have everything kind of slot out, to work our way. And when it became evident that Byron was going to be our guy, it was just really, really exciting in the room. And want to thank all the people that into the process that put all the work into finding the right guy. And we think Byron's the right person for our team. And just really excited to get this thing kicked off, man. Just congratulations to you and your family. And this will be a long, fruitful, fun relationship, man. A lot of great things in store. So congratulations.
Thank you. Go for it, buddy.
Yeah, wherever you go. Why don't you introduce your family first?
Man, so today who I have with me, in the corner right here, got my dad, Byron Murphy Sr., got my mom, my queen, Sanisa Murphy, and my beautiful girlfriend, future wife, soon, Maya Hurd, and also my agent, Ron Slavin. So, man, I'm just right now taking it all in. Just very excited, man. Really just blessed to be here. Growing up, Seattle, been my favorite team. So, man, just to be a part of this team, and this organization, man, it really means a lot. I'm going to give them everything I got, each and every day, 110%. Man, I just want to say thank to both of you guys just for trusting in me, believing in me, and even picking me to be part of this team and everything. It really means a lot, man, and it's a dream come true. Just blessed to be here.
We'll open it up to questions.
Byron, take us from Thursday, getting that phone call to now. What's the last few days been like for you?
Man, the last few days, it's been crazy. Even starting from Thursday, just getting that phone call, man, it was just, so overwhelming, man, just getting that call, man, it was just, I can't really describe it, it was like a dream, so, but man, when I got the call, man, I was just so excited and happy, and I was just able, just really thankful, to share that moment with my family and everything, because, that's something we never experienced, so just to have, just to experience that with my family and just to cherish them moments, man, it really means a lot.
What was it like being a Seahawks fan in Texas?
Man, I know it sounds a little funny, I get the question a lot, like, why? How come you didn't like the Cowboys? But in my household, everybody disliked the Cowboys for some reason. But being a Seahawks fan, just growing up, I just fell in love with the Legion of Boom, the guys, just the way they played on defense. Guys like Cam Chancellor, Bobby Wagner, Michael Bennett, all them guys, man, Richard Sherman. And, man, just seeing how them guys play on defense, the way they just set the tone and go out there, just the way they play, man, it's something I wanted to be a part of, and also, too, growing up, I was a huge fan of Russell Wilson. Like, I loved Russell Wilson growing up as a kid, man. So watching them guys go out there, just dominate their opponents, and win the Super Bowl, man, it was crazy, That's one of my goals. I'm trying to win games and, bring a Super Bowl here as well.
Why'd you pick 91?
I picked 91 because, high school I wore 10, so I was thinking, like, I had a few options, but I chose 91 because I was thinking, like, 9 + 1 = 10, so, yeah, man. So just want to have that feeling again, like when I was in high school, because in high school, that's when I first started, that's when I transitioned to D-tackle, because I wasn't playing that at first, and when I first went down there, I was wearing 10, junior, senior year.
What's it like walking in this building with your mom and your dad? This has been a dream of you since you've been a kid, and to kind of come in here and just see this place. What's today been like for you?
Man, today's been amazing, and it's a great feeling, having my parents with me, because they've been with me since day one. So having them here with me, it really means a lot, Again, it's a blessing, they push me, each and every day, to get here. You know, they the reason why I'm here right now. They the reason why I'm talking to you guys. You know, they the reason why all this, you know, happened. So, you know, they kept my head on straight. You know, they taught me right from wrong. They did a great job. You know, taking care of me, man. And I really appreciate them a lot.
Yeah, they did.
Byron, given the fact you were a fan of this team, what was it like to walk in the building here and get to see this place for the first time?
Man, my first time walking in the building, man, you know, I was just, you know, shocked, really, man, really shocked, man, just to even come to Seattle. You know, this is my first time here. I ain't never been to Seattle, man. You know, and it's really nice, really pretty. You know, the water and everything. I see all the mountains. You know, the sun out. Good little breeze. You know, it's nothing like that Texas weather, man. You know, in Texas you get real hot. So, man, I'm just happy to be away from that. So, man, but yeah, man, it was a great feeling, though, amazing feeling.
Byron, you walk in the building, you get that good feeling.
Yeah.
Put on the Seahawks stuff on for the walkthrough. What was that like when you stepped on and said, "All right, it's game time"?
Yeah. See, when I put the stuff on, that's when I feel like, okay, I'm officially like a Seahawk. Like I knew when I got drafted, of course I was a Seahawk, but when I got here, then put the gear on, man, it just it feel like I feel like I'm part of the team right away. You know, it feel like family right now. So, man, it just I'm just excited, man. I'm just happy.
And wait till you grab that pen with your agent. It's gonna feel even more real. Ron's like, yeah, let's go get that pen.
Byron, what is it about the high school you went to that prepares guys for D1 ball and then the NFL?
Man, so DeSoto, our name is called, we known as DeSoto U, University, and Clyde Mathis, his guys, they run their program like college, like a college program, and they coach us very hard, they own us very hard, they don't treat us like any regular high school kids, it's a standard at DeSoto, and in order to to play or to be successful, you must reach them standards, no matter what the case might be. And DeSoto taught me a lot, of just about how to get through adversity, the ups and downs that come with football, man. So they taught me a lot, Coach Matthews, my D-line coach, Coach Miller, man. So I give my hats off to them guys.
Did you overlap there at all with LaVisca Chenault?
Say it again?
Did you overlap there at DeSoto with LaVisca Chenault?
Oh, no, man. LaVisca, he was older than me. I didn't get I went to high school when he was there. But I remember him, though, a lot, yeah.
Byron, what do you think the biggest challenges are for you personally, moving to the next level and your expectations coming in here going forward?
The biggest challenge is, I know the game going to be much faster, and I feel like, with these coaches, I feel like they're going to put me in the best position, in order to be successful. So, and also too, I feel like, once the game slow down, I feel like I can be me. I can be the best player I can be.
Byron, you were a linebacker before you moved to D tackle. Were you at all? Linebackers maybe a little bit more of a glamorous position than playing D tackle. Were you reluctant at all, or were you like? How was that explained to you? Is like maybe that was your best path moving forward was to make that move?
Man, so what happened was the reason why I made the move. So it was like my 10th grade year. I was playing middle linebacker, and we had like a little play where I go to nose. So I ended up going to nose. I ended up making a TFL in the backfield. So like the next day, my coach came up to me. He was like, "You ever thought about moving to D tackle?" I looked at him like he was crazy because I never seen myself being a defensive tackle. I'm telling him like, I'm a skilled guy. I'm not finna play down there in no trenches, man. I ain't ready for that. But I end up saying yeah, and for some reason I don't know why I ended up saying yeah. Then when I told my parents, my parents, they went off on me, man. They was mad and everything. But I was telling them, it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna do good at that position. And man, I just, when I first started off, obviously had to learn a lot, but I started learning like, I grasped it like fast, quickly. So, and man, as I was doing, learning, I'm like, man, this stuff is, really simple. And man, I got it down right away, and it's been on ever since then.
How much did you weigh at the time?
At the time, I was, when I was a linebacker, I was like 250. Yeah.
Mike, do you see any linebacker traits or past in his game?
Say it again?
I'm asking Coach Macdonald if
A 250 linebacker is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
There's not many of those walking the earth. What was the question again?
High school.
Yeah, in high school.
Do you see any linebacker traits in his game, quickness-wise or
Yeah, absolutely. Just movement ability, working edges, things like that. Just has a natural feel for kind of playing blocks, working like soft part of the pass set, and yeah, you can see some linebacker ability in there.
Byron, what is the area of game you think you need to improve on?
I feel like I need to improve on, pass rushing, and finishing on the quarterback. Obviously I know I can pass rush, very well, but I feel like, that's something I need to get better at. And, just my game period, I feel like there's always room for improvement, in every area, every aspect of the game. And, but yeah, pass rushing, also finishing on the quarterback. I had a lot of missed ops this year, just getting back there, I hit him with a great move, but I get back there, I slip and fall, reaching. So really just working on pass rush and finishing on the quarterback.
Byron, a lot of times first-round picks come in and they're expected to shoulder the load. How much of a blessing is it to come here with Leonard Williams and Draymond Jones and Jaron Reed? And have you had any communication yet with any of those guys?
Man, it's a great feeling knowing I'm playing with some dogs on the side of me. And man, being able to play with these guys, at a very young age, I know they're gonna, teach me a lot, show me a lot, man, and just teach me so many ways, about the game, how to move on and off the field. So, and they have, Jaron Reed takes me, Leonard Williams, both of them guys hit me up, man. They just ready for me, they ready for me to come down here, which I'm here right now, and they ready to work. They ready to work with me.
What do you remember of when you were you started playing when you were 6 years old, from what I understand? You were playing against 9 and 10-year-olds. What do you sort of remember about that?
Man, I just remember really dominating. I just remember scoring 3-4 touchdowns a game, man, yeah, but it was crazy, 7 years old, 6, 7 years old, going against 9, 10-year-olds, just being able to do that, I knew I was special, right away, right then and there. And also, too, I knew when I first started playing, this is what I wanted to do.
John, you talked last week about staying away from him on purpose to not tip your hand. Is that hard when you're evaluating a player and you're interested in him, but you got hey, I'm going to just stay back in the shadows and let the rest of the guys do the work?
It wasn't really, because we've always had a great relationship with his agent Ron, and then we had a lot of guys in the building that were fighting for airtime with Byron, Matt Berry and Ryan and Trent Kirshner. Is they were all kind of arguing about whose guy he was and that sort of thing, right? Seems like 6 months ago, honestly. No, but we just had it was a really cool process. I mean, I really think from, honestly, the middle of the season, no matter what happened with, if we were able to sign Leonard back or whatever, he was always a guy that, having Draymond here, like you said, Jay Reed, that whole group of guys was a really cool. The 2 young guys with Murph and Cam, and it's a cool group. Miles in there. I hate to be forgetting anybody, but it was a fun group of guys, and it's a talented group. But he was always a guy in the throughout the season that we were always watching. All right, well, did we put ourselves are we in a position where we'd be able to draft him or not? Not having a second round draft pick really, inhibited our ability to move up to take him. But yeah, so we basically just prayed on it and sweated it out the other night.
Byron, you played running back previously. You just mentioned scoring 3 or 4 touchdowns a game. Did you move away from running back around the same time that you switched down to defensive line? And who would you compare your running style to? I'm assuming 250-pound running back, but.
Yeah, man. So I played running back all the way up to 9th grade. So I stopped playing running back at 9th grade. But who I compare myself to when I was playing running back, somebody like Adrian Peterson, or Marshawn Lynch. I was a very physical runner. I run through people. Or I give you a little shake and bake. I feel like I had it all at running back. So yeah.
Mike, how excited are you just kind of to get this process? Now you kind of have your team assembled for the most part, and get these guys on the field this week and get going with kind of OTAs and all that the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's been awesome to be out there actually doing football on the grass. So excited about our process. We're taking it slow, smooth as fast. But now we'll get the rookies as a part of the crew. We'll have the camp this week, and then I think they're here in 2 weeks. For good, and But yeah, just to get out there and do it for real rather than all the theory on the board and stuff is always a nice breath of fresh air.
Mike, does Ryan Grove get any time with Byron, or is he
Yeah, we'll see. Right now, I don't think so. Sorry, bud.
It's a little bit early, you just got here, but you were a Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. Do you have any goals that you have written down or in your head or in your back pocket kind of thing that you're looking forward to this year?
Yeah, first, I want to win. That's my main goal. And secondly, hopefully, I'll be able to win defensive, Rookie of the Year. That's one of my goals too. But the main goal right now, what I'm focused on coming in, just playing my part, just playing my role, doing what they asked me to do, and win football games.
Byron, do you remember the first time it was brought to your attention that you're perceived as too short as a defensive tackle?
Oh yeah, man. You said, do I remember?
Yeah.
I remember in high school, right, as soon as I made the move, coaches and everything, even like reporters saying I was too short. My arms ain't not as long, to play D-line, but I took it, I looked at it as motivation. It never tore me down. It just built me up, and it just made me work harder. Just made me try to prove everybody wrong, and I feel like I did, and I feel like I'm still doing it, So yeah.
Did you hear that, or did that come up in your pre-draft process as well, the height and the arm length and everything?
Oh yeah, it came up, but I ain't worrying about that, I believe in heart over height, and also too, that don't matter when you're on the field, that don't matter at all. All that go out the window. It's either you're a dog or you're not.
Byron, what was it like playing for Steve Sarkisian the last couple of years?
Man, it was great playing for Sark. When Sark, I got there when Sark got there, so I was in his program for 3 years. Sark, he taught us a lot, and he pushed us a lot too. He coach. He's a really hard coach. Very demanding. Man, Sark. Man, playing for him, man. He was a great coach. Just the way he was able, turn the program around. With us, and him, and I feel like, he know what he's doing. He know how to put his, players in the best position, to be successful, to get to this, get to this point right here, and the win too. So yeah.
Byron, I talked to Coach Kwiatkowski yesterday, and he was talking about you playing the nose tackle position, and he said that the mental aspect really jumped out with your ability to take on double teams, things of that nature. When you look at playing that spot and being under 300 pounds, what do you think is more important there? Is it the physical tools, or is that a position where the mental game really is a big play into it?
The game to me, is 90% mental, 10% physical, and it's not all about size and everything really or strength. It's really all about technique, how you play. I believe in playing with technique. I feel like in order to be successful, you must have technique. Your technique must be right. Technique got to be great. At all times, no matter where you lined up at. And yeah, man. I love the nose position. I feel like I could play the nose. In this league. From 0, 3, 2. Whatever. Whatever they need me to play. I feel like I can do it. But yeah, man. I feel like it's not really about the physical part. It is, but it's not. But it's more mental and more about technique.
Byron, how'd you come up with Humble Beast for the tattoo on your arm?
Man.
Somebody give you that name?
Nah, that was my thing. I always been humble. As a kid. Growing up. I never, never tried to, look down on anybody or never try to put myself above anybody. I believe in, you treat people how you want to be treated. So that's what made me get the, the humble part. Just always being grateful for every blessing I received, and the beast, the beast come from, just me being on the field, I feel like I got a switch. When I flip that switch on, that's when the beast come out on the field, so, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Good job, buddy. Thank you.